Hello again. My name's Stephen Dean, and this is my second talk on knowledge I've gained from my studies of A Course in Miracles. Last time I spoke about how to avoid negative thinking, but this time I'd like to speak about what the actual nature of reality is, what oneness actually is. Well, what is it? It's the opposite to here. Here everything is separated. Separated in a perfect separation into perfect opposites. Left and right, good and evil, back to front, up and down, day and night. I mentioned it before. But in this world of separation, our biggest problem is the giant size positive and negative that divides it. For instance, like in this world, it's okay for somebody to wake up on the wrong side of bed. You know, I grew up like believing that it was okay for somebody to come into work, fed up, getting on everybody's nerves, and everybody just said, oh, perhaps they got out of the wrong side of bed that morning. And they were excused because being negative is just part of life. Good luck, bad luck. No one realises that they actually bring about this stuff themselves. As I said before, positive thinking will produce a positive life. I also said before that this positive life will align you with the reality of oneness. Now, as I said, what is oneness? It's exactly what the word says. It is nothing else, it just is. Things are part of this experience. Oneness is no thing, nothing. It's just pure spirit. It's unchanging, eternal, endless oneness. It's unlimited. It goes on forever. But not in a sense we see forever. It just is. What is time and space? Time and space is an illusion we see that brings about this idea of separation. It's the exact opposite of oneness, where everything is one whole. As we are in oneness, we are just of one mind. As of you dream of people at night, those people are all you. We are all God, or of the source, within his mind, so to speak. Okay. Time and space. Now, in order to demonstrate separation, the idea within the mind of the oneness has to part everything to show that it's separated. In order to demonstrate that everything is parted, you must have space between them. That's all space is. Literally, just space between things to demonstrate within the illusion that they are parted and viewable as individual items. Yeah. This brings about a byproduct. Time. Let's see, this is oneness. Say my hands pressed together are oneness, and suddenly an idea comes within the mind of the oneness. Bang. Separation. But suddenly time's needed to go between these spaces. If I walk over to that log there, it takes time. This time, or this having to go from A to B, causes my life. Because being born, I was going to say into, but we're not actually born into the illusion. We're born out of the illusion. Think about it. Once we're within it, we have no idea what it's all about as we grow into it. We're just given advice and knowledge, what we perceive to be knowledge, by the people who rear us and bring us up, and the people we experience throughout our lives, which give us, well, what we call to be our lifetime and our memories. that is all caused by time. Memories are all about our movement through time. If there was no space, there'd be no time. In the reality of oneness, everything is whole, so there are no gaps. If there are no gaps to cross, there can be no space, because nothing is separated. If there is no space, there is no time. It's hard for us to visualize an experience where there is no time. But then again, while we are dreaming, we think that's true. Little remembering that all the time while we're dreaming, we just are. Despite what goes on inside our mind while we're dreaming, we might be at a football match and all the people are just, well, we look at them, see them, we don't question their life histories or what their names are, we assume they all just are that. When in fact, they're just created from our own minds while we sleep. And while we sleep, we believe them to be real while we just are. And really, we're in the same position ourselves within the mind of the source. As we exercise our free will, just like the people in our dreams, and do what we like, just like the people in our dreams, the source just is, observing and waiting for us to recognize who he really is, and at last start finding our way home. Thank you. Goodbye.